All right, so when you're taking selfies while you're driving, what influences that decision?
What influences my decision is because I'm usually in standstill traffic, and if I'm in a particular neighborhood, the standstill traffic could be anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes, possibly an hour, depending on the time of day. So if it's rush hour, which is usually between 3 to 7, it's really, really bad. So if the music is getting boring to me and the traffic's too bad, I'll just put the car in park and take selfies.
Got you. All right, so you want to repeat that last part that said the music playing?
If the music's getting boring and the traffic is really bad, then I just take selfies.
As far as the selfies go, like, are people in the car with you, or are you doing it just by yourself?
It could possibly be people in the car with me. If usually is I'm usually by myself when I take the selfies, but if my mom's there or I have a friend, then we'll take selfies together.
So you actually take selfies with your mom in the car?
Yes.
Can you describe that a little bit more?
The traffic has to be standstill. Of course, she's not gonna let me take selfies while the car's in motion. But if we're at a red light or we're in traffic, then I'm like, Mom, take a picture with me, and she'll take a picture with me.
Have you ever gotten into trouble as far as like the cops like rolling past and seeing you guys?
No, not at all, because DC has too many cameras, and the cameras do all the ticketing, so they don't usually pull people over.
Um, do you fear that you could possibly get in trouble like taking selfies?
No, because it's one of those things where like you look around to make sure nobody's seeing. Because usually for me, I'm always embarrassed, but I'm just that bored to take a picture. But I look around and make sure no cops are around, because I don't want to get pulled over for something so silly like distracted driving.
Okay. Make sure I pull up this. 'Cause I don't want the wind to catch you. So I'm gonna pull it up like that. I. Oh, so have you ever gotten into a car accident before?
Absolutely not. No.
Um, do you ever do you ever feel like that you possibly could get into a car accident while taking selfies? Because like you're stopped at a stoplight when you're taking them by your observations, so you possibly could get into an accident.
I could, but like I said, I don't do them while I'm in motion. It's always like at a light or standstill traffic. It's never like in complete motion. No.
And do have you ever gotten a ticket or anything?
No, no tickets
How long have you been driving?
for about a couple years.
Okay. Do you feel that that most people in the teens and early 20s kind of don't take life too seriously when it comes to driving?
Absolutely. I don't know what it is, but I feel like certain people or most people get behind the wheel and they take cars as a game, or like they feel like they have a certain control of power behind the wheel, and they drive recklessly. I have a lot of friends who think a car is a toy, but it's really not.
Do you feel people will look at you as if you're taking the car as a toy by you taking selfies while driving?
Probably, but I do value driving way more than just like selfie time at traffic lights. But I don't take driving lightly. It's very seriously. It's very serious. You can get to a car accident in the blink of an eye. It's not a game.
Do you feel that most people within the younger generation take contradict themselves as far as what they want for selfies, and as far they contradict themselves as far as their actions and their words?
Yes, I do. I do. It probably sounds like I'm contradicting myself by saying I take selfies at a stoplight, but I take driving very seriously. It sounds contradicting, but taking selfies at a stoplight and if I'm in traffic, I don't feel like that's bad, because I feel like people do way worse on the road than just taking selfies. If I'm not in motion, then I feel like it's not a problem. But if I'm in motion, or like I'm riding down the highway, or I'm just riding in the residential area and I'm trying to snap pictures while I'm driving when my main focus should be on the road, then that's when it becomes a problem.
Okay. Do you feel that as if taking selfies while at a stoplight is the same thing as texting at a stoplight?
Um, I feel like it's the same thing. I personally don't see anything wrong with it if you're stopped. Now it all becomes trouble when you're in motion. Like if you're texting or taking pictures while you're in motion, like your main focus should be the road. So you're not focusing on, the decisions that you have to make while driving.
And if there is one last point that you can make to the younger generation as far as taking selfies while driving, what would it be?
Now that I had these questions asked, I feel like that selfies should not be taken. Driving is very seriously. Many people lose their lives daily, and it's just the little things like when you take your eyes off the road that things can happen, and it didn't have to happen if you were paying attention.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.